Beautiful people, thank you for tuning in to Pretty Girl Problems Podcast. Tonight, I have Bay Area's legendary hip-hop group, Capital Tax. What's up, y'all?
What's up, man? Girl, how you doing? What's up,
Man, for you guys that don't know, this is one of the first hip-hop groups in the Bay Area. They like 40 years in. They are the beginning. They the ones who open the doors for many people from the Bay.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes, sir.
Lynn.
Yes.
Tell them what it do, Lynn.
Hey, man, it started early with me. I started again in Castlemont High School. I started in 1984, 85, 86. Right, when I first went to Castlemont. My first rap group. Just Us Two. This before Capital Tax, before all these guys came about. But my man, Mr. Fresh, rest in peace, put me in the game of hip hop. My first rap group, Just Us Two and Master TMD, all wrapped up. That was my first record.
So it was just two of y'all?
Yeah, Castlemont High School. I was like famous in high school. It was crazy. Making albums, records. Nobody was doing this. It was nuts. And like I said, going to school with a bunch of different guys. The Tonys, Tony. Ant Banks, Jay Spencer, MCN, right. I went to school with all these guys at Castlemont. And so, that's the beginning of hip-hop for me. Mm-hmm. And then later years, I want to say a shout-out, too, to my first agent, my manager, Mr. Fresh's aunt, who put us on, Miss Paula Martin. And so my first agent was a lady.
So she put the first group on, just the two of you, or she put Capital Tax?
No, she put Just Us Two on, which was Mr. Fresh, my man that passed away. Mm-hmm. His aunt, she used to work for IBM, and he just came to me in the courtyard at Castlemont. And he was like, "Hey man, my aunt want to put a record." This back when Run DMC had first came out with Suck MCs, that album. Mm-hmm. And he was like, "Man, my aunt wants to put a record out. She got dough, and she want to put a record out." And I'm like, he said, "You want to be in a rap group?" I was like, okay. I didn't know what I was signing up for. I was young, you know what I mean? And from there, I've been doing it ever since, man. It's crazy.
Then when did you form Capital Tax? Like, how'd you meet Cool Al?
Oh, well.
Because Cool Al came first, right?
Yeah, Al and Bose, my nephew. Shout out to Bose, is not here, Bozy. And my nephew is Bozy, who did the album cover for Short Dog in the House, with all the cartoons. My nephew drew that, Bose.
Okay.
Yeah.
This one right there.
Yeah, he drew that album cover.
That album cover was fire.
Famous. Yeah. And then I ended up going on that tour with Short, and that's how I met Kid Rock and Ice Cube. Was on Ice Cube tour with Dangerous Dame. Well, you know what I'm saying? All these guys. Yeah, rest in peace, Damon.
Yeah, we're going to get to the
Damon.
Yeah. I want to know who Capital Tax is.
Oh, Capital Tax. So I formed Capital Tax after the Just Us Two group broke apart. So when we split and went our own ways, I always said I didn't want to do music by myself no more because I was still learning it. You know what I mean? So I just said, then Al, he used to work at Quick Ways by the lake.
Quick Ways.
Burgers, man.
Oh my God.
Hey, tell him what I used to have on.
Al used to have hella chains on.
At work?
And hella shit like this through the window. Because what's funny about it, we used to go up there, me and my man, Mr. Fresh. This is my first rap group, Just Us Two, right? So we used to be famous in high school. It was crazy. We were super popular. And then people didn't really know what was going on because rap was fucking brand spanking new. Nobody knew, especially in Oakland. So and his aunt used to just floss us. You know what I mean? If you really look at my old records, Just Us Two, we looked like Run DMC. It was like emulating because we didn't know really, we just found a blueprint.
Right.
And so she would send limousines. Ask these guys, they know. We would have limousines come pick us up.
Y'all was doing it big in high school.
At high school.
Y'all had all the girls.
All up, man. It was crazy. Holy Names, all of them. We had it all. We had it all. They loved us. Man, they was tripping. But we would go, she would bring us limousines. We'd go shop at Bayfair and come back. We'd go for lunch. We'd go have a limousine pick us up in front of Castlemont, take us to Bayfair for lunch, and then we come out of Macy's or something to be a whole nother limousine. Take us back to Castlemont.
Oh, shit.
And then, man, so she would rent us limousines, and we would just ride around the city. We wasn't doing a bunch of nothing, you know what I mean? But just trying to just chill, right? And so Al grew up. I met Al through my nephew Bose because they went to high school together at the art school with Money B and
Oh, wait, but Al used to work at Quick Ways?
Yes.
Quick Ways.
That good ass chicken.
Right next to the Serenader.
I used to work at one by the Serenader, by the lake.
Yeah, right by the lake.
And every now and again, I used to work at one by the village.
Oh yeah,
I hate
66.
Oh man.
Right, I remember
that
that.
shit. Oh, I
Yeah.
hate
Quick
that
Ways
shit.
was the shit.
But yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my
And
I
god.
had
so-
the longest line because I gave out fucking food.
Damn.
Hey, but so we would go up there and I would see him. So he always be like, "Can I help you?" He had his paper hat on with all these chains, little ass chains on. And me and Mr. Fresh been in the limo. Like, man, that's crazy. And I told Al, this is about my word. I say, LaRock. Well, I didn't call him that. I say, Al, if I ever form another group, I'm gonna put you in this group.
But why? Why?
Because I just like this attitude, his character, right?
Okay.
And then I would go up to their school. Me and Mr. Fresh would go up to their school, to the art school up in, what was that, in Rock Ridge?
Rock Ridge, yeah.
Yeah, up in Broadway Terrace up there, right? And so I would go up there, we would go up there in limousines. I would pick my nephew Bose up in the limo.
Yeah.
And the girls that went to Holy Names, this was all up, they would jump and get off the bus. They'd jump in the limo with us.
What was Cool Al's role in the group?
Oh,
Because
Al,
you just used to
I'm
see
telling you,
him,
yeah.
but you don't know if he rap or did he want to be.
He
like,
was just cool. So
just him.
We didn't know nothing. I
Okay.
told him, "Hey man, you're gonna be in this group." But Al actually taught. Al, this is the funny about our group because we all taught ourselves how to do this music thing. Al was not a DJ. He turned himself into a DJ. He started learning the craft. He started buying records. He started buying all the equipment, everything. And we would rehearse. It was just crazy.
So Cool Al. So when he asked you to be a part of the group, how did you feel? What was your thoughts?
Hey, I was, I didn't know nothing about that shit, but I was like, I was like, okay, yeah, we can do it. But when I first seen him, right, because he came to the art school, right?
Yeah.
So I told his nephew,
Bose, right?
I said, man, I think I can beat your uncle up.
Yeah, we talking Bose.
They was looking all clean. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I
So I
said
was
that.
like, I was kind of hating a little bit.
Yeah.
I was like,
Yeah.
I think I could beat his
That's
ass.
how he did. He's out there.
But then we ended up being cool. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
It's my best friend, my brother to this day.
Yeah,
He's
that's
my-
just
man, it's
funny, man.
crazy.
Then
That's
we ended
what's
up, we just clicked. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying?
40 years later, man. We've been friends damn near 40 years. Basically 40 years, man.
Yeah.
Since we were teenagers, man. We in our 50s now, which is crazy.
It is.
Yep, we've been all together ever since. And then, I met Kay through, Kay was in another group. He was with Father Dom. So that's
Father
Dom.
Dom.
Yeah,
Oh my
That's
God.
Dom, brother. Yeah.
Father Dom is like one of the rawest out. Oh
That's
my
all
God.
good.
Father Dom.
That's
That's
all-
Father Dom brother right here.
Yes, it is.
Brother, I love that boy.
Man,
You know what I mean?
I love
Yeah.
Father Dom.
Yeah.
Oh my God, we used to
Hey,
go
that
to
nigga-
Father Dom's
that nigga
house.
love you too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For
Straight
a
up.
minute, that motherfucker talked about your ass all the time. Alright.
Yeah.
We used to go over to his apartment over there
Yeah,
in the
63rd
20s.
Bay. Oh,
On the
yeah, in the
20s.
20s before North Oakland, right?
And we said
27, you talk about 27.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh my God, he said hella fun. Used to be rapping.
We all be over
Sugar
there,
Ray
right?
Hal used to be over
Our
there.
manager, Sugar Ray.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Fat Ron, Doc, all that great.
Yeah. Oh my God, it
Yeah.
was like the best times ever.
T-Cap days, man. Big
Yeah.
shout out. I'm gonna give a shout out to Bozy again, my nephew Bose, LD, one of my dancers. Rest in peace to Scruff, my other dancer. He passed away. He died of COVID like a couple of years ago. And then I want to give a shout out to my other DJ, Big MC, DJ Fats. And it's been a long road, man. But and we've seen it all, man, from the beginning, basically.
Absolutely. So when you got Cool Al, right?
Uh-huh.
Then you met Kay. Like
No, I didn't meet Kay.
how'd
Kay
that
didn't
work?
come till later after we was on T-Cap. When this one had Damon and all this, when I first brought
Okay.
Dangerous Dame.
Oh, okay.
and all that.
So we're gonna go back to you two.
Yeah.
And then you met Dame.
Yeah.
Or because you was messing with somebody was interested in Dame and you put Dame on, right?
Yes.
How did that
Oh,
work?
well, so we would do talent shows. Capital Tax was when I first formed the group. So Capital Tax, the beginning of Capital Tax is, and shout out to Trey J, my other dancer. Trey J is the original dancer. Bose, my nephew, and Trey. Trey J is the original dancers. And then Cool Al was the DJ, and I'm the MC. And then my homeboy Jason Poole, which is Sleuth from Digital Underground and all them, first cousin. And he passed away too. But rest in peace to Jason, man. But so we would do talent shows. This is the beginning of Capital Tax in 1986, 87. Yeah, 87. So we would do all these talent shows. That's when Oakland was really just popping. It was really vibrant with hip hop, right? Bong show, whatever. We did everything. And so I would see Damon and all these different rappers, MC Earl, everybody. It was crazy. And so later down the line, Big Ron, Fat Ron from that started the company, he came to me, and no, Ducky. You know, Ducky Boucheverek, little brother, Ducky.
Okay.
He said, man, shout out to Ducky. Check it out.
Rest in peace,
And
Booster
boom,
Barrett.
yes, yep. And so Ducky came to me one day. He said, hey, Lynn, you know what I'm saying? He said, my brother want to start a record label. And I said, really? He said, yeah, man. And I told him about y'all, Capital Tax. So I said, all right. He said he want to meet with y'all. So he came and met me. And then he got on me. He said, man, come back and holler at me in 3 months. And I'm going to be ready. And sure enough, 3 months came back, man, and it was on and cracking. And we was the first artist on TCAP Records. So when Fat Ron started the label, Capital Tax is the first artist. So then he came to me again. He said, hey, man, it's when I had a high top fade at that time. Hey, so he said, hey, man, do you know any other rappers? I said, yeah, this dude named Dame. So I went. He said, man, bring him to me. So I went, this one, Dame was a youngster. He still was in high school. Dame was in Castlemont. I went up to Castlemont High School and went into Dame's classroom and said, man, come here. Somebody want to holler at you, man. And sure enough, I took him over there, and the rest is history. Yeah. And Dame came in, and he started doing this thing, and we just all started gelling. It was crazy. We just bonded. It was crazy because we was around each other every day. It was a big family.
Yeah.
Right? And so then Dame got the deal. Then Dame got the deal with Atlantic. Yeah. What I Call Your Name. So, which Dame was actually supposed to be signed to Motown. Yep. And so, but he ended up going with Atlantic. And so then he got the deal. And then that's how we got on, then my nephew Bose did the album cover Short Dog in the House. And then Ice Cube had just went solo. This is 1990.
Okay.
And so Dame, we got invited to go out on the road on the Ice Cube, America's Most Wanted tour, and Short Dog in the House tour. This is why I met.
How was that?
It was magic. It was crazy. Because out the blue, he called me, Fat Ron called me, Doc said, hey, man, pack your bags. You're on the road with Damon.
How old were you?
I was 19, 20 years old. And Dame was younger than me. So Dame was like 16, 17 years old.
I was doing it big.
Man, Doc called me and said, hey, man, pack your bags till you going out on the road with Damon. I said, what? Man, sure enough, we flew into Memphis, Tennessee. And that's where the tour started at. And me, Damon, Ron, just a bunch of other kids, Sugar Ray Howe, Redhead Tone. I mean, it was just cool, man. Then I met, that's how I met Kid Rock. Kid Rock was on tour. Too Short put Kid Rock out. So he was the opening act for that tour, Kid Rock. Okay. And then Poor Righteous Teachers, D Nice, King T, Ghetto Boys. It was just crazy, man. Yeah. It was nice. And that was in 90. So then when we came back off the road, then Doc said, I don't know how, he said something, but it was Sugar Ray. And then I started going to Dom House, and we brought Dom over to TCAP. That's when I'm fed up, and all this came out. Then when Dom got to deal with Ichiban. You know what I'm saying? This before he was on Jive. He was on Ichiban. The same label was MC Breed, Ain't No Future in Your Frontin', and Gangsta Pat. Yeah, so he was on. So Dom was there with us, and then Nick Nack came in. Then Nick Nack became Dangerous Dame, baby mama.
Yeah.
And they got a child together, Glam.
Hey,
Glam,
so raw.
Dope. Shout out to Glam and Nick Nack.
This guy pops right here. See all that milk together.
Man, it's amazing.
Yeah.
But yeah, man. So then Dom came in, and then Nick Nack came in, and we just was always together.
All this talent you birthed?
Yeah, it's crazy.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, the beginning, man. It's crazy.
That's what's up. So how'd you meet this guy right here?
Oh, dude, Dom. So we would be at Dom. So me and Dom became really close. So me and Dom would always be hanging out. Me and Dame would be all together. Dame would be always together, right? So we would go to Dominic House. Dom lived in North Oakland on 6309 Baker Street, up the street from Money B. They all lived like in this neighborhood in North Oakland, right? Mm-hmm. So we would. Actually, Dominic's mother, Father Dom's mom, left him an apartment. So we would all be there.
What?
Man, we would have fun.
Wait, who's older, you or Dom?
Dom's the baby.
Dom is younger.
Dom is the baby.
Dom ain't even 50 yet.
So your mom left him a whole ass apartment.
Man.
Was you bad or something?
That was Dom.
Man.
Because I was doing my thing. So Dom had his own shit.
Yeah, she left my whole apartment.
Dom was a gifted motherfucker.
Yes, he was.
Yeah.
He was ahead of the game. He graduated early, you know what I'm saying? So he was like the youngest kid, but he was
responsible.
He was responsible. He was sharper than a lot of old motherfuckers.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was a man.
Yeah.
That's what's up.
And that's how I met him, because we would always be at Dom's house, because it was like the kicking spot. We wasn't doing hella drinking and smoking and all that. We would be video games. We was drinking Boone's Farm and Tyroli and shit like that. Man,
Well, I drank some Strawberry Hill.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. We all did that.
Yep,
The
yep.
chicken wings, we just be able to, and Dom would be in the back room making beats. And seriously, he'd be making beats, turntables, scratching. He do everything. Dom scratch, rap, make beats, and so we would be just chilling, and people and the cats would be in the front room playing video games.
And the motherfucker taught himself all that.
All that shit, man. Like he did. Like we all did. It's
Yeah.
crazy.
He taught himself.
Like our man.
everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, so what's your role in the group?
Capital Tax. I mean, you know, I get down a little bit with the MCing
Okay.
and shit. You know.
But he was originally brought in as my hype man.
Okay.
Yeah, but he spit though too. Though.
Yeah, and he
Okay.
can rhyme.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
you know, like the Tasmanian devil action. Motherfuckers see me and be like, oh, I need hella cool. Get on that motherfucking stage.
He go crazy, man.
Kill it.
Kind of different.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that's how it be.
And shout out to Alafi. You know what I mean? That's my original hype man. I took Alafi under my wing. Oh, Tone Capone. How can I forget? He is the creator. Really, that's my big brother. He the one that really taught me the game of music. Tone that made I Got Five on. He produced SWV, 3 Times Crazy, all that.
Did
Tone
stuff with TLC.
See,
Okay.
Tone Capone. Yes. So he's the one that taught me. This when I was in Just Us 2. Tone would come and do scratches. When I went solo before I formed Capital Tax, he would come and do scratches because he was on Profile. He was in another group.
Where'd you get that name, Capital Tax, from?
I just made people ask me that all the time. I just made it up because it was just seemed different. And capital meaning let's get money, and taxing is our show because we get down when we get on stage.
Okay.
So
Hey, you know
Capital
you gotta
Tax.
get props to though.
Who?
Mercer.
Oh yeah, Mercer Jones. Word up, Mercer, because we would be at his house.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mercer was the first producer.
Our first producer is my first Capital Tax, right?
Yep.
We got to be down and all that,
Yeah.
That's what's up.
Yeah, the Basement Genius and all them, right? That was like
How many albums?
Our albums? We have
Capital Tax.
4.
Okay, what's your favorite?
My favorite album is our last album we did. It's Either You Like It or You Don't.
What's yours, Cool Al?
I either like it or you don't. You know.
Yeah. You? That's
Yep.
our favorite?
But I mean,
I'm on that motherfucker.
yeah.
All that other shit. Yeah,
But I'm saying, but when we,
I'm on that one.
Got you.
I got a couple jokes.
Okay.
but then again, so when Capital Tax got really going on, then we end up getting signed. So when I left TCAP, right? So when I left Knocking label, TCAP Records, Top Choice Artist Production, I started dealing with Tone. Tone took me under his wing, and he said, man, deal with me and my agent. Man, the Tone, he put me really in the game. He said, man, my agent want to deal with you. And so what happened was, he dealt with me, right? So the next thing I know, the agent come and talk to him. He said, hey, man, sign with me. He said, you can sign with me for a year. If I don't get you a deal in 6 months, you can leave. I got a deal. I had 6 people on my jock, 6 labels on my jock in 4 months. I had Capital.
I'm trying to get them drunk, y'all. Okay.
Right here.
Yeah.
So
Hey, I'm like that dude in the club. Get them drunk.
Yeah.
they spill the beans.
Yeah, they do all the talking.
Yeah, ain't letting up on you.
Right? That's crazy.
Yeah.
But yes, so so I end up dealing with Lou Bramey. Shout out to Lou Bramey, my second agent. Basically, he said, "Come sign with me, T." And so I end up signing with him. And he said, "Hey man, you can sign for a year. If I don't get you a deal in 6 months, you can leave." Old Jewish guy, real shit. His father was like the first West Coast distribution, Sunshine Music. His dad was the first West Coast distribution.
Didn't he have something to do with Rolling Stone?
Rolling Stone. No, he had something to do with the Inner Circle, Bad Boys. He used to manage them. Then he managed the Journey.
So pretty much everybody that you've been in contact with, everybody that was a part of Capital Tax, reputable people.
Oh, definitely.
That has
Big time.
impeccable resume.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so this is what happened with Lou Bramey. So Lou Bramey says, Lynn, sign with me. Boop, so I signed with him. So 6 months go by. 4 months, he came, he said, man, I got 6 labels that want to sign, interested in signing you, TMD. It was Select, the Chubb Rock, and what's the Kid and Play in them labels, Select Records. It was Capital. It was A&M. It was Mercury Records, and it was MCA Records.
And this was back in like.
That's in 1991.
That's pretty awesome.
6 labels came out. 3 came out, took us out, and took us to Flosses around and limousines and restaurants and shit we didn't know existed in San Francisco. It was crazy.
Yeah.
And so we ended up going with MCA.
Why? Why did you guys choose MCA?
Because they did it the biggest. It was crazy how they did it. You know what I mean?
So did you guys like need your parents' consent back then?
Yeah.
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 Okay.
Yeah. So I mean, but we were still young. But you know, we didn't know much, you know, like that. You know what I mean? But it was all brand. And then it just moved so fast. You know, this is big shit. It ain't no small time shit. It was when they say shake your hand, the contracts are being to them, and next thing you know, we on an airplane flying all over the place.
Wow.
Seriously.
Wow.
Literally.
That's what's up.
Yep. So we end up, you know, MCA recording that, and then we signed the same time. Mary J. Blige album came out the same time my album came out. I can't believe it, with the Masher and all that on it.
So tell everybody like all your albums, the names of all your albums.
The first album, Just Us Two, is my first album, all wrapped up, and the second album is the TCAP record, Get Into It, Two Time It, Capital Tax, and then the third one is MCA Records, the Swole Package, and then the fourth album is Either You Like It or You Don't, Capital Tax.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then you guys just got an award for 50 years of hip hop,
Oh
right?
Yep.
Just got inducted to Hip Hop Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tell us about that.
50 years of hip hop.
How
Yeah.
y'all felt when y'all got that?
I mean, it was. I think we deserved it. You know, I mean, we're like the blueprint. You know, really
Yeah.
more or less. You know, we the pioneers
Yeah, you are.
of the Bay Area hip hop, which a lot of cats don't know. You ain't just started doing this. We've been doing this since we was teenagers, really young,
Yeah.
15, 14, 15, 16 years old, and you know.
Let me interject a little bit.
Go ahead.
So back in the day, you had some groups get on, and you know, that was, you know, popular, came on, they did their thing. Like if you go to New York, LA, there's always those other groups that filled in those pockets, you know what I'm saying, that had everything to do with these other people that made it.
Right.
And then the ones that didn't make it so big, we the ones that kind of got slept on, because we was the hip hop, we had the dancers, we had the DJs, we had the big stage show.
Yeah.
You know, if you came and did a show with us, if you came after us, it wasn't happening.
We wore that shit out.
Yeah.
We wore shit. We had dancers and everything. I mean, we did
Crazy.
We practiced. We practiced.
Oh, that's all we did.
You know what I'm saying? But there was other groups
That were more popular, right?
you know, more popular. Because I'm gonna say this: the town at that time was kind of like got into the, you know, to the gangster rap kind of like sort of, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So we fell into the hip hop with the backpack type of hip hop, you know, the DJs, the dancers, and all that. So we used to go to the little merit dances, and we had, you know, we seen Lil Paul lose Dookie.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
we picked him up.
Yeah.
He was on the dance floor
Our
tearing
dancer.
these. He was tearing these old ass girls up, right? He was young.
Man, he was a
I don't even
youngest.
know how he was, because that was at a Mary College dance,
Yeah,
right?
he's a young
But he was
kid.
like, shit, how old was he? About 14 back then?
Yeah,
About
he was the
14?
youngest of the bunch.
He was tearing the asses up out there, right? So we got him.
Yeah.
And so it was a thing of the hip hop. We were just ahead of our time in our
Where we lived at.
in our
Region,
Yeah.
yeah, exactly.
You know what I
agree.
mean?
I agree.
You had High Road come like after us, you know, kind of when the hip hop really kind of took, you know, and they blew up. You know, it was Mystic Journeyman. He was at, you know,
Hip hop, yeah.
that was hip hop. There's a few cats that was like real deep in the hip hop. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But so we didn't go to
The street rap.
We didn't go to street rap.
Right.
That wasn't us.
Right.
We all knew street cats though, and we deal with them.
Yeah.
And we
Street
deal with them
niggas
on a daily basis. You
that's
know?
real.
And we
Yeah.
all can handle our
I
own.
can dig
You know
it.
what I mean?
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah.
We just didn't follow that trend. Is that
Right.
just what we
We just want to be
just
different.
didn't
It was
wanna
what
do
it is.
Yeah.
You know what I
I
mean?
mean, you guys are one of the first.
Yeah.
You know
But
what I'm saying?
just think about
Yeah.
it. Think about it. Through us, you know, we had Dang, Dom.
Yes.
You know, we had a Laffy, you had JH.
JH the Massive. JH Capone, Tone, right.
Yeah, Tone, you know, had Tone, we had what's the name?
One Drop Scotty.
One Drop Scott.
Yeah.
All these different producers that did big things, you know what I'm saying?
Them all our brothers, big brothers.
But we was always in that pocket.
Okay.
You know what I mean? We was always in that pocket. So when you want to talk about history, you can't. There's always those other guys that people don't hear about.
Right.
We was that other guy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because it was just different. You know, like I used to DJ, like house parties. You know, ghetto ass. I mean, I'm talking about some ghetto ass shit. I mean, let me tell you about this one story, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you when hip hop wasn't ready, right? We was in Texas.
We on tour.
At Club Boomerang, right?
Oh, we on tour.
I don't know Willie D know about this club, right? But look,
We on tour.
we
Counterattack
talk to
shit.
Willie D, your Club Boomerang, right?
Wow.
So
See.
our intro come out. You know, we took pride in our music, took pride in our intros, right? Intro come out, dancers come out grooving, you know. So we dancing, the crowd looking at, back down in Houston back then.
Yeah.
It was gangster shit though, right?
Right.
That time, right? So they looking at us like this, right? We got polka dot shit on, and shoes, right?
We grill, yeah.
Like this.
We the gangster venue.
Man,
now.
next thing you know, I seen something fly up on the
They
stage.
throwing shit as they
So
play.
I'm like this, right? I duck. That shit went past, right? I'm on the turntables, right?
Right.
Man,
I
they
remember
start
that.
throwing shit. I grab my records.
They started throwing shit back. I remember that.
They weren't ready for us, man.
Yeah.
They had to get off that stage so goddamn
That's the
fast.
MCA years. MCA was putting us
Hey.
everywhere. It was crazy.
That was Club Boomerang, man. If y'all know about that goddamn Club Boomerang, man.
Boomerang.
Remember that shit.
Louisiana, New Orleans, all that shit. We was everywhere.
It
Crazy.
was like a boomerang. They threw
No,
stuff
that
at
he
you,
threw it back.
That shit right back. There's some big niggas down there at that time. God damn, that's a big motherfucker, boy. We didn't even get to do the intro.
No, we left.
We didn't even get to start the show.
Oh, y'all didn't get to finish.
We didn't perform.
We got to the intro.
Oh, they
was
got y'all
dancing.
asses
They was
up out of
tripping.
there.
They ushered us right off the day. The MCA people, because people from MCA would travel with us wherever we went.
Right.
The people, our reps and shit was like, come on.
Okay.
Wrong venue.
Hey, that booked that show? Did you? I mean,
No, the
I
MCA.
wasn't there at
the
that
people,
time.
the people.
Hey, who else was performing that? That was what's the name? What's the name that be doing Killer Mike?
Oh yeah.
He was performing at that time.
Back then.
That's when he first
came out. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, Big Mike.
The Big Mike. not
Yeah,
Killer
Big Mike from Rap A Lot, right?
Big Mike,
Not
yep.
Killer Mike. Yeah, I know what you're talking about,
Yeah,
right?
Big Mike.
Yeah.
That's-
But yeah, they ushered us out. So everywhere we went, we would always be people around us. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it wasn't like we was by ourselves.
Right.
But yeah, as soon as I remember that shit too. Man. That's when I had dreads, and I started dreading. I dreaded for like 20 years, damn near.
Yeah.
Then I moved to Guam. So after that happened, then I ended up moving overseas.
How was that?
I moved to Guam to be a DJ. I got an offer to be a DJ on a radio station in Guam. And I went over there and I had a hip hop show in Guam.
Can I tell you how it was?
Yeah, please.
I wasn't there.
tell it.
Stop, man.
I ain't gonna get too
Motherfucker
bad
can't
though.
go back.
Come on, man.
No, I want to hear this.
No, I ain't
Come
gonna get bad though,
Come on.
right?
Stop.
So I'm in the States. He out there in Guam, right? He on
I'm on radio, like
station,
KML,
right?
like it's crazy.
Yeah.
This fool say, man, come on here, man.
I'm
Come on
telling
here,
all
man,
the
right?
people I did. It's crazy.
So he sent me some pictures, right?
Come on, man.
Man, come on, man. We gonna do this shit.
Yeah, let him tell it. Stop hating, man. Stop hating.
He laid up with a couple of them, right? And something like this, man, that's how you doing it? He like, man, it's like this all day. So he's like, man, come on out here, man. I said, man, that
Him and
shit
Jason,
was-
rest in peace. I tell them
What happened? You didn't go?
I didn't go.
They didn't go.
I should have went though.
They didn't go.
I didn't go.
they didn't go.
You probably got
Let's go.
some
He was
kids
doing-
over there.
No, I didn't.
Hey,
But it was just a magical moment.
Hey, that shouldn't be crazy if a hip hop group came out.
And they'd be like, that's my daddy is here.
hey,
my daddy.
Wild kids.
you do it, boy.
Yeah, that shit was wild experience, man. So I was out there for like a couple of years, man. Then I came back.
What made you come back?
It was just time to come back, you know. But it was just, a small place. But it was a trip. It was just a crazy experience.
You tell the truth why you came back.
You can't.
Come on.
Go ahead. Go on.
Hey,
Keep it
no.
real. Honey.
I came back home to take care of my mama.
Yeah, okay.
Is that the truth?
We'll go with
Yeah, I
that.
did.
Hey, They ran that
Hey,
motherfucker out there.
Hey, he had to come back. So all y'all listen, he had to come back.
What happened?
I
plead the
Come back.
fifth.
No, don't do
Hey,
that.
hey.
What happened?
Wanted to list out never.
Come on, man.
What they do?
Yeah, he had to
What
come
he
back
do?
or
Come
he
on,
wasn't
man.
gonna come back.
Come on, man.
Acting a donkey?
Yeah.
Yeah, but anyway.
Yeah,
So-
put-
so-
No, ain't no
Bamboo
anyway.
cage,
Ain't no anyway. What?
We ain't gonna get into it.
He just having fun, you know.
Having fun, too much fun.
Young child running wild out in that motherfucker.
He was hitting too much. Huh?
Yeah.
Hey, them Guam men was like, it's time to go. Get this
Boy.
black boy up out of here. All right, I can dig it. I can dig it.
All right.
Yeah, so anyway, but yeah, back to the when you got the awards though.
Yeah.
Like, how'd y'all feel knowing that like you have not been forgotten,
Right.
written off, nothing? Like, people respect and remember
Right.
what you guys put down. You know what I'm saying? How did that feel?
I mean, I felt like, wow. I mean, it was cool, and it was a nice turn. It was crazy. I was like, wow.
I mean, I would have felt better if motherfuckers would have let us at least had 30 seconds to say something. But, you know, it is what it
Well, we was
is.
like
Yeah.
we was like the first ones to come
Yeah.
up.
Right.
It was
And
a lot
the
of-
show
it was a lot
the
of
show
it.
wasn't filled
It
out
was-
yet.
it was
Like,
a lot of
Right,
people,
right,
man.
right, right. Yup.
you know, they thought that. Well, I ain't gonna say what they thought. I don't gonna say what they thought. You right though.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
We had some shit to talk about.
Yes.
But it was
Say.
good though. I'm glad it was recognized.
Yeah, and
Well, guess what?
we appreciate it.
Say it right now.
It's a beautiful
Yeah,
thing.
sure.
Say it right now. Listen, it's an award to Capital Tax, 50 years of hip hop. What you
What you
Here
wanna
y'all
say?
go. What you want to
Man,
say?
I just want to say, man, I thank Father Don for inspiring a motherfucker to do what the fuck I do.
That's what I'm talking
You know
about.
what I mean? If it wasn't for Don, boy, wouldn't be no me.
Right.
That
Right.
nigga inspired me, so yeah.
Father Don was a slick Rick of Oakland though.
Yeah.
Man.
Raw.
Clean though. Flavor though. He got that. Dom had that little style, like that clean ass.
That swag, that
And he was smooth.
Yeah.
The
He's
way
smooth.
the way he delivered.
Yeah.
Like, just smooth.
And what was that? What
Mhm.
was he had the fucking the car driving Deuce and Quarter.
Oh yeah, the drop gold
Yeah,
deuce in the quarter. Yeah.
clean.
Okay.
Oh, we had too much fun in that quarter.
Cool.
Oh my lord.
Yeah, it's fun.
Yeah.
What you want to say, Cool Al? What you want to say about your award? Tell the people.
We actually need some more awards.
Hey,
So I'm just gonna tell you the truth. We need more of that shit, man, because a lot of people just don't know.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But there are people that do know.
Yeah.
Right.
The
Yeah.
ones that research and dig, they know. The people that dig in crates and know records and know shit, they know.
Yeah.
You know, yeah, we've been doing this shit for a long time, and you know,
Yeah.
like okay, like I'm gonna say this. Okay, when Short first came out, right? You had other cats that was out that filled those gaps. We had Jimmy Jam, Reggie Rex, Rosquita, right?
Okay.
Those cats was raw, hella raw, but they didn't go to the next plateau. You know what I mean? You had who else we had back then? What's his name from I don't know if he's Worth McMill. What's his name?
Oh, from
you
North
had-
Oakland.
But you had cats like that. We had Black Power Posse. We
Yeah.
had Old Town Girls.
Girls.
You had
yeah.
all these
different
other cats.
talents. MC Ant Recipe. I mean, it was just crazy,
Yeah,
man.
MC Ant.
Yeah.
It's a lot of other groups that filled those gaps.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That don't nobody know about. And then some people that know about it just never talk about it.
Why do you think they don't want to talk about it?
Why take off your shine talking about somebody else? You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's the shit.
But
that's crazy
but
too.
you know, but the thing is, you shine better when you can put the light on somebody else.
Absolutely.
Because at least you know.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Ignorance is
Yeah.
bliss. You know what I'm saying?
You know what I always say? I swear. Every time I go out of state and I say I'm from the Bay, they love me. Everybody love the Bay people,
Right.
oh, for sure. Yeah.
right? The Bay don't love each other.
Right.
And that's the
always
craziest
been like
shit
that.
to
It's
me.
always been like that, though.
You know what I'm saying?
It's always been
taboo.
separated. It's like,
Right.
yeah.
Like, how do you not want
The next homie.
My thing is this: if I keep fucking planting seeds in gardens and they're not growing, I'm gonna be broke too.
Right.
It's not gonna be cool. You gotta put everybody
Right
on.
Right.
You look on the back of a lot of them hip hop records, them old rap records, and they special shout outs and things. They put everybody on back east.
Right. Oh yeah.
Everybody. I don't care
Yeah.
who it was. You can read them to this day.
And we
There's
did
somebody.
that. If you look at our old covers,
We did the
that.
same
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
We thank people that we knew
And they
didn't
blew
know
up and
directly.
came up.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But
We,
people, you know what I'm
we
saying?
shout out cats from Frisco.
Everywhere.
You know, because Frisco was big too at that time. You know what I mean?
Right. So have
So
you
we-
guys ever like had a conversation with these people and asked them like why? You know,
It's not you.
just like whatever.
For whatever. For what?
Yeah, just like for what?
Right. It ain't gonna change nothing. Because Oakland has always been like that. You know what I mean? Oakland, the Bay is always.
So the reverse effects is give you a shout out and let you think about what you didn't do.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. That's crazy. Well, you know what? Well, somebody thought about y'all recently.
Yeah, you.
You feel me?
Oh yeah.
Damn sure appreciate it too.
Yeah.
And here it is for you.
Hey, thank you. I love
Right,
roses.
your boo. All right.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you for having
Thank
us.
you.
That's what's
Thank
up.
you.
Man, 50
Yes.
years of hip hop. Like, wow, man.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna say this: don't nobody owe us nothing.
Nah.
Well,
So if you wanna tell your story, you can't leave it to nobody else. You gotta do it yourself.
that's true. I agree with that to an extent. I mean, nobody owes you, but I mean, I just feel like if I put in a lot of work, I do want to be celebrated and
Yeah.
appreciated.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Especially if I'm going to celebrate and appreciate you.
Right.
Like, so
You know what
what
I'm
is all
saying?
this
So-
for? Right. Like, what is
I
all
mean,
this
at the
for?
end of the day, yes, I gotta be happy within and be okay. But still, I don't do makeup just for makeup's sake. You know what I'm saying? I'm doing it because, yeah, it's my art, and I do get paid. But I want my customers to celebrate me. I want them to speak on me. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I'm
So,
gonna tell you this: you one of the first to do a podcast with us.
wow. Oh man, hey, that's all right. No, that's all right. You feel me?
Yeah.
Because my shit gonna blow up,
Yeah,
and
it
everybody
is.
gonna know who
Yeah.
Capital Tax is.
That's what it is.
I see. My thing is, I celebrate people from the Bay.
Yeah.
I celebrate. See, like I was saying off camera, I'm like that auntie who stuck in the 70s. You know what I'm saying?
I remember.
I remember we used to kick it on Ocean at the house party, having hella fun.
Oh,
You
we
know what
had-
I'm saying?
me and Jan, boy, me and Jan.
DJs and parties, yeah.
The house on the corner.
Fucked up.
Right.
Man, that
in the
house
basement,
was
like down
lit.
in the
Yes.
bottom, right.
Oh my God, that shit was.
You didn't even know it had a basement on a house on the east
You
side of
can't
the corner.
tell.
You couldn't tell though.
You couldn't tell, but I think I was like 15, 16.
Yeah, we was young.
Yeah,
Hella
we was
fun.
like,
Oh
man.
my, that was like the best days.
Yep.
Beautiful.
You know what I'm saying?
But look how old we are now.
Shit, I'm still a young tender.
You still look young.
You
though.
still look the same though, hey. We all look the
Yeah,
same. We just
yeah.
a little older.
Yeah,
That's just a trip.
You know, it is.
It is a trip. We
yeah.
still look all the same. We
But
just a
that's
little
the
older.
beauty of being able to be our age.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And still be here and tell our story.
Yes.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because somebody gonna see this and they gonna be like, hell yeah, I remember.
Right.
And if they don't remember, they gonna go Google.
Right.
Right.
And then they gonna hear y'all shit and be like, this shit is it.
And we got some more shit coming too. Don't even worry about it.
You know what I'm saying? Tell the people. Tell
Don't
the people.
trip. Enough dues paid is coming, man. Don't even trip. That's our
Okay.
new
And then my
project.
son, he coming next.
Yeah.
Okay,
Lil
so
Al.
just look what Lil Al do.
He do production, and he write.
Okay.
Yeah, he nice too.
Okay,
His son
that's what's
too.
up.
He on some hip hop, yeah.
Yeah.
And what's your son name?
I think he called himself 99. Shit like that. He got to see. He's just trying to, you know what I'm saying?
Blossom.
Okay.
So,
He's
yeah.
trying to blossom, but he working on. He do music. He produces.
Yeah, my
That's
son.
what's up.
Yeah, my son.
So that
his
little
name is
motherfucker got
Almani,
it.
and he, you know, he getting a little traction.
Okay.
He messed
okay.
with Demaje now,
Who's that?
Nancy's son.
Dang, that's right. Nancy's son's on the throne now.
Man, they doing
They light skinned Nancy.
Nancy's son doing their thing, and him and his partner, they doing some shit for Drake and them now. They doing
Wow.
yeah.
I remember they was little baby.
Right.
Yeah. See, my kids is what they, you know, he messed with them.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's crazy because my oldest daughter, she's related to Nancy.
I know.
Yeah, that's crazy. My daughter's 28, so
Yeah.
Nancy kids are grown.
Yeah.
Dang, I be forgetting. It's a trip. When I see the kids grown, that's when I feel grown. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy.
Yeah.
Wow,
So
that's
those
what's
are
up.
gonna be the next interviews you're gonna be doing.
Doing with them, right.
Yeah.
Manja and Almani and you know they partner. They partner.
Okay.
They
So
coming
tell
up.
tell the people where they can find y'all.
Yo, you can find us on YouTube. Actually, you look at it on IG page, Capital Tax Music on IG. You know, Lynn Robertson on Facebook, and your phone.
Okay, you guys, Cool Al, okay?
Man, K keep it to himself. I don't really do nothing. You catch me with these cats, you gonna catch me.
Yeah, I don't, you know.
I love it.
I
So
live
look.
a private lifestyle. You know?
Yeah. you do.
I live
Yeah.
private. Let me get. So, I work with a collective. This ain't got nothing to do with music. I
Yeah,
work with a collective of artists, right?
okay.
It's me, Bowles, Myron, Milk.
Yeah, Mill
Marvin.
510, right? Spank, all you guys.
It's them art dudes, DEM art dudes, right?
Okay.
So we a collective of artists that
Gotcha.
paint, draw, you know, Milt Heat to the moon already. So all of us, we're gonna on a collective. So we all these artists that, you know, so I was always an artist.
Yeah. Well, I mean, any social media outlet where they can reach you to like support your
I'm gonna come
artistry?
back. I'm gonna come back for that because I
Yeah.
gotta I'm gonna get my portfolio
Okay.
together
I
and I'm
can
gonna put it
dig
out
it.
there. I'm gonna put it out there at one time.
Okay, that's what's
You know, I
up.
don't want to just have one picture and two pictures. I'm coming back out the hole. You know
That's
what I mean?
right. That's right.
Right.
Well, I appreciate you guys for coming on.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Thank you.
You already know.
Thank you guys. Peace
Thank
out.
you. Yeah.
Yeah.
God bless.